The wily, cunning goblins of Kezan have lived in relative peace for generations. Though some of their race sided with the marauding orcs during the Second War, most goblins have remained neutral throughout the various conflicts between the Alliance and Horde. Ruled over by corrupt yet highly affluent trade princes, the goblins created a virtual paradise for themselves throughout the islands of the South Seas. Their ingenious feats of engineering and vast trade fleets helped make their island capital of Kezan one of the great technological wonders of the world. But now, as the elements themselves rise up in anger across the world, the goblins' mechanical paradise will be put to the test. For very soon, fate will force them to choose sides in a conflict that will shape the very history of the world.
What is up, guys? My name is Kirmot, and I'll be leveling a new character from 1 to 120. I'll be leveling a shaman, because I never had one, and I always wanted to have a goblin. Rogue trainer, and look at that. Oh, that is cute. She's tiptoeing. So I always wanted to have a goblin. I always wanted to play shaman. I never actually had a level 120 shaman or level capped shaman, and I'm going on this journey, and I hope you join me. So we're gonna start by doing these quests. I'm going to try to divide the videos in the areas that I'm questing. So right now this would be Kezan, and then the Lost Isles. Hopefully this will be fast enough to be just one video. If not, I'll divide it in two. One for Kezan and the other for the Lost Isles. I will not be using any kind of... I will not be using any kind of heirlooms, because I want to have an heirloom-free experience. Oh, this is awesome. That was pretty cool. Launches your belt rocket and an enemy dealings. Okay. Okay. And yeah. Goblins. Here we go. Teaching those trolls to mess with me. Must do my bidding. This is actually the second video I'm recording. The first one got corrupted because the software I'm using, which is OBS, saved as an MKV, and while I was trying to convert it using the VLC media player, both files got corrupted, and I wasn't doing a goblin. I just took the opportunity to change because I regretted I was doing a warlock and blood elf, and everybody's a blood elf. Do I have to kill you? Slain, yes. Everybody's a blood elf. I want to be a goblin, because goblins are awesome. And oh, I need to change something. Auto loot and action bars. No, not this. Yeah, there you both. Okay. So I'll be doing this without any kind of advantage from heirlooms, from money, bags, and all of that. you guys will enjoy the ride with me. 6. Because I think that the leveling experience, something is going to be lost when Shadowlands comes out. I'm not saying it's perfect right now. I'm not even saying it's good. I'm sure it probably isn't. But we lost something when Cataclysm came out, which was the quests from vanilla. And right now the only way for us to see how those quests were is if we played the... Oh, this music is just so cool.
Don't waste my time.
I'll try not to waste your time. The only way for us to see how the leveling was designed back then is if we play the starting areas for the Draenei and the Blood Elves.
No loitering.
Right, back then we didn't have this focus we have right now on storytelling.
How you doing? Don't be a stranger.
Which I think is pretty cool. Oh, is this the... Oh, this is the car. Okay. Let's put this somewhere. Okay, what do I have to do? Easy. Picked up. So, yeah, although I enjoy this more, where's Easy? Can I get in the water? I can, but I'm dismounted. Although the focusing on storytelling is great, we lost something, I believe. We lost the thing where you were just an adventurer in the world, experiencing the world of Warcraft. You weren't a general or the leader of everybody who's a paladin and a rogue and whatnot. You were just someone, just some lazy peon, exploring the world. And now you're almost a lore character. Although I liked the story behind all of this, the fact that we are no longer just an explorer, but someone that Jaina knows who we are, someone that Thrall knows who we are. I don't care much for it. I think we lost a lot because of the story focusing, which I think that there is a balance Blizzard could achieve, where they would still tell a compelling story and have that sense of the open world that we lost with
I ain't getting paid to chat. Oh, makes sense.
With the Warlords of Draenor and Legion, and now to a lesser degree, Battle for Azeroth. Okay. Did I take fall damage? I don't think I did. Bruno, beaten down. Where's Bruno? Is Bruno inside the house? Oh. Bruno flame retardant? Yeah, that's a cutesy name. There you are. Sup, buddy? I don't think you're gonna enjoy this. Yeah,
I ain't getting paid to chat.
now. Can I? No. Cannot bring you over. But I can unlimited power you. Unlimited. Yeah. Look at my Sith powers.
Quickly,
Quick.
quickly!
What are you complaining about? Okay. Come on. Come on. No. Ah, jump. No. Nope. How the hell? Yeah. Okay. Damn it. So, yeah. I guess that's what I'm doing. I am documenting the leveling experience as it is right now in patch 8.2.5. There will be another patch before Shadowlands, 8.3. It's coming out in a couple of days. Actually, 10 days.
Thank you for your hard
If I'm not
work.
mistaken.
Dedication. Unpaid overtime is a true for all.
Don't waste my time.
Yeah, goons. I really like the goblin starting areas. Where do I have to go? The goblin starting area is really good. Ah, this part. Yeah, baby. Get out of my way.
What's shaking? Go get him, champ.
Okay. This is really something. I don't think this... I don't usually play Horde. I don't think this mount is available. I know they have some other... It's a trike. What do I have to do? To new you. Okay.
Don't waste my time.
I will not. I do know there's a trike, which is the goblin mount. I actually bought all of them in a Horde character I have, but they look terrible in anything that's not a goblin. I guess they'll look okay in Vulperas now, since goblins and Vulperas will be the only ones that will be able to use it. They should probably look okay in gnomes, the trikes, but gnomes can't use them, so that's that. Hey, it's Gallowix.
Time, money, you get it. Go, go! On your way!
What do I need to do? Replacement parts. Where do I find replacement parts? Here? No. I can do the whole area. Oh, this is wicked. I can do the whole area on the mount. I forgot about this. I mean, when it came out, when the goblins came out, I actually did the starting area just to try it out. That was 2012, if I'm not mistaken. So 8 years ago. I don't think I ever did another goblin character ever since. Okay, one part to go. I usually don't play Horde because Blizzard's been... I don't know, I don't like the way Blizzard is dealing with the Horde story. The whole new war chief every 2 years is not enticing to me. What is it? Yeah, baby. Oh, there you go. Because first we had a proper war chief of the Horde in Thrall. I mean, the dude saved everybody in Mount Hyjal back in Warcraft 3, right? Hey, let's level up. Okay, I guess this is where the thing comes up. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
The sun has set on this mortal world, fools. Make peace with your end, for the hour of twilight falls.
That dragon. As if they didn't know who he was. So first we had Thrall, which was an okay character. Then we got Thrall. I didn't like how they handled Thrall during the Cataclysm, because Thrall just became like cream Jesus. He could do no harm. I mean, what the hell was that whole quest about him being divided in the Firelands? I didn't like it. Then Thrall made Garrosh Warsheath, which was okay, but he didn't like what Garrosh did when Garrosh only did what Thrall asked him to do.
Quickly, quickly!
Be an orc. That's what orcs do. But I guess Thrall didn't care much for it, so he murdered him, and he didn't took the blame. Although he probably should have. Not if he was entertained.
Makes sense.
Now
Quickly,
you want to
quickly.
dance? Yeah, dance. Let's dance. Okay. You like Hollywood.
Makes sense.
Okay. So he murdered. Thrall murdered Garrosh, which you want to eat?
Makes sense.
Eat. My brain is freezing. Refill my drink. Yeah.
Quickly, quickly!
You want a bucket?
It's shaking.
There. I need a bucket. You need a bucket. Bucket.
Don't waste my time.
Don't waste my time.
So, where was I? So, Thrall killed Garrosh, and he made Vol'jin War Chief. Vol'jin is War Chief for half an expansion, because he was War Chief during Legion, and Legion is only half an expansion, although the questing was really good. The questing in Legion was really good. I enjoyed it.
I get no respect around here.
And after that, we get Sylvanas, and now Sylvanas is the big baddie of the next expansion. Like, what the hell, man? Can't you just choose a war chief and not kill it? So I don't care much for the story Blizzard's telling with the Horde. The Alliance, I mean, it's not particularly good. It's okay, I guess. I think they, I like the way they killed off Varian. It was satisfying. Hey, I leveled up, and what did I get? I leveled up, and all I got was a level. Okay. The way they killed off Varian was satisfying, because you had a whole scenario. I mean, it is the same scenario they kill off Vol'jin, but they didn't develop Vol'jin's character. Vol'jin was mostly developed in books, and although I do read the books, most people don't. So I think most people felt cheated. Even I felt a bit cheated. I don't think there was good handling of Vol'jin. And now Sylvanas. I mean, Sylvanas was always bad.
You can make it here.
If you log in to Classic and you create
No time like the present.
and you create a Forsaken, the intro they pretty much flat out tell you Sylvanas is an evil
Well, spit it out.
bitch, because
Stay strong.
she's up to something and it's no good. I mean, she is gathering blood from the earth. There's a quest in vanilla where she's gathering dried blood or crystallized blood or something like that. I don't remember. And they make sense.
Makes sense.
So somehow it could have something to do with the whole Azeroth being a titan and whatnot. Not sure. There's a buoy. Is this? No. Probably should read. Kajamite chunk. Oh, okay. So Sylvanas was always bad. There's no doubt at all about that. But if Thrall had a plot armor, Sylvanas had a plot armor where she was just liked by everybody. And I don't think they are doing her justice, how they are handling the character. I just don't like it. I mean, maybe I will like what they do with the character in Shadowlands. I think the only character where I liked the entire arc was probably Arthas, and the retcon they did with Illidan was also really good. I really enjoy that as well. But most of the other characters, not so much. Varian Rin had the arc start in vanilla, which means most people didn't notice or care. Actually, it started in vanilla, but it didn't even end. So there was a quest to save him. He was kidnapped and all that. But you never actually finished the quest for some reason. So that was that. Eventually he returns, if I'm not mistaken, at the end of the Burning Crusade. I think pre-patch for Wrath of Lich King. Let's give that here. That's okay. On the balcony. Yeah. But the way they dealt with him, because he was a... I probably shouldn't say that. He was a wiener. He was always whining. He was always blah blah blah, the horde, blah 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 blah. And he never did anything actually. Well, he never actually did because his son wouldn't let him. But I like his arc. He was the prince of Stormwind when it was destroyed by the hordes, and he rebuilt his city. He was kidnapped by Onyxia and his soul divided. Eventually part of his soul was sold to slavery he was a slave of the Horde, which is kind of mirroring Thrall, who was a slave to the Alliance. Is that a dwarf? So, and then he he merged his two halves. His soul is no longer divided, but he was very much a man in constant struggle. He had the struggle inside him, and I think they passed that okay-ish in the game. So it was an okay plot. It was an okay arc until he eventually decided to not kill Garrosh, actually save Garrosh from Thrall, who wanted to murder him right there and there. And Varian was... I mean, the whole trial was a bit much, I think. But okay. So Garrosh saved Garrosh. No, Varian, sorry. Varian saved Garrosh, and then lived to fight another day, and he died fighting for Azeroth, fighting for his home, to get rid of demons, which ultimately didn't serve much. He died, the demons still came. Only later were we able to stop them, never thanks to him. And you know, sometimes that happens, sometimes people die for nothing, and that's okay. He died, he couldn't save Azeroth with his death, but it was an emotional point to his son, and that's just okay. All of this to say that I don't much care for the Alliance, for the Horde story. I really don't. Did you just die? Just playing music, just playing radio. So I just play Alliance. What do I have to do? You are breaking into the voluntaries with your personal riches. Yes, I am. Okay. Is calling all-in-one belter their belt to blow. Okay. What do I have to use? I'm doing the wrong thing at the wrong time will reduce the progress bar. Okay. Good luck. Thank you. So this. Okay. Okay. Yeah. It's just Dragon Ball, Radar, the Drill, Swiss Army Knife. It's just exclusives. The year again. What's the percentage? Sounds were weird. Go away. Okay. Yeah. You're gonna die. There we go. I'm lost. Oh. Oh, this way. Pants. Yep. I have my gear. I have 5 silver. I do have another character on this server. Wow, that was brain fart. I do have another character in this server This is just a banking alt, which I'm going to use to sell any greens,
Big shot, huh?
because I'm going to need gold.
Lost, will ya?
Yeah, another bag. I'm gonna need
Yeah?
some
What
gold
do
to
you
buy
want?
bags.
Be careful out
I
there.
got. What did I get? Healing surge. Healing surge. A quick surge of healing energy that restores 80 of your friendly target's health. Yeah, okay. And now my buddy at the balcony.
What?
I don't want to have... I want to have everything fresh. That's just my goal. To have everything as if it was a new character playing the game. I'm not even using any add-ons or mods. I mean, I will use Auctionator in my banking alt, but that's it. I will not be using any add-ons on this character at all. You know, just to feel the pain. Not too much pain though. This isn't classic. I don't get why people like classic so much. I mean, it's a good game, but I just feel like it's stuck in time, and somewhat not all of the Blizzard. I mean, one could argue that some changes Blizzard did were not perfect, but all of them overall were good, right? I mean, we now can do dungeons whenever we want, just thanks to Dungeon Finder, and I'll tell you what, that was not possible back then. You could not do dungeons at any time back then. Even when the Dungeon Finder came out, you couldn't do dungeons.
You brutes, make sure that my #1 executive doesn't get anywhere near the villa.
Oh, I guess that's me. Even when it came out, you couldn't do anything that you wanted. Dungeons at any time you wanted, because it was still on your server, and eventually it evolved to be what it is. Way. The Raid Finder, I cannot defend Raid Finder as well. I mean, it's good that it brought a bigger audience to raids. Everybody can raid now. But the cost was you lost something, because I don't know how to put it into words. The Raid Finder changes. What I can say though is I was in a raiding guild back in Cataclysm. I was actually a raid leader back in Cataclysm, and we were gearing up to do the last raid, which I don't remember the name. Dragon Soul. So we were gearing up to Dragon Soul, and it just opened up in Raid Finder, and we just couldn't be bothered. The raids in Cataclysm were really not on par, in my opinion. Raid-wise, the Cataclysm expansion was probably the worst. Overall, I think Cataclysm was the worst expansion ever. It wasn't a bad expansion, it was just the worst, the less good. And we just lost interest
waste my time.
because of the raid finder.
Hit the
We
roll.
could see
Go,
the story.
go.
We could get good enough loot,
You looking at me?
and that was that. And I will be honest, that was Cataclysm. That was the last time I raided properly. Eventually, I got into a raiding guild again, and I did some raids back in Warlords of Draenor and Legion, but it wasn't the same thing. I don't know. I might come back to the raiding scene again someday. Hopefully in... where's the next thing? Drop a cigar and flammable bed. Okay. I hope to return to raiding in maybe still in this expansion. I don't know. I've played all the expansions, all the patches, but I always unsub when I'm bored. How did you go? I like the gear. The gear is awesome. And yeah, that's my experience with Raid Finder. Since Dragon Soul, Raid Finder is basically what I
Don't waste my
used
time.
to
Careful out
progress in the game, but I don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy
It's my
Raid
way
Finder
or
as
the
I did raiding. But raiding requires something I don't think I am willing to give to the game at this point, which is time that I don't have. I have my job, I have other games I like to play. I just finished Jedi Fallen Order recently. That game is awesome, by the way. And maybe in the future I'll start raiding again. Who knows? I guess I am finishing this area. I like to run you over. It's just so much fun. We're just gonna deliver this quest. I think we'll have a cinematic afterwards, and that's the end of this area. And then the Lost Isles begin, and we'll leave that to... Oh, I'm gonna run you over. And Lost Isles will be for next video.
You better be here to make me money. Get down in the hole, you worthless! This is all your fault. We were supposed to have these stupid slaves to Kalimdor days ago.
I'm not taking the fall for this one. You're the one who got us lost.
What does it matter? Gallywix is gonna have both our heads.
Shh. Did you hear that?
Captain, who are they?
It doesn't matter. Our orders are to capture the Horde target at all costs. No witnesses.
Abandon ship! Make for the escape pod! Let us out! Don't leave us down here! Please! Don't leave us!
That is a fun cinematic. Am I gonna stay dead? Yeah, you better save me, bitch. Come on, do it again. Oh, I love this song. This music is just so cool.
What's the word on the street?
Okay, I am up.
On the flip side.
Okay guys, hope you enjoyed. If you are enjoying, don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one, which will be the Lost Isles. See you around.